Sivaya Nama Tiruchitrambalam. Welcome back to our discussion on Thiruppaatu. We are continuing our discussion with the 55th Padigam. It belongs to the place called as Thirupunkoor, and we are continuing with the third verse. The third verse goes this way. ஏத நன்னிலம் ஈரரு வேலி ஏயர்கோன் உற்ற இரும்பிணி தவிர்த்து கோதனங்களின் பால் கறந்தாட்ட கோலவன் மணல் சிவன் தன் மேல் சென்ற தாதை தாளர எரிந்த சண்டிக்கு உன் சடைமிசை மலர் அருள் செய்ய கண்டு பூத ஆளி நின் பொன்னடி அடைந்தேன் பூம்பொழில் திருப்புன்குருளானே. This particular padigam talks about two events. One event which was witnessed, or rather during the era of Nambi Arurar itself, which belongs to Eyarkon Kalikamar, which we already saw in the earlier verse. The second one is way before all our Thirumurai triads, there was a Nayanar whose name is called as Sandesar. Even today in most of the Shiva temples you will be able to see him. Whatever is offered to Lord Shiva belongs only to Sandesar. We are not supposed to bring anything back home, even a flower. If they are giving a garland, if they are giving a flower, whatever it is, we need to immediately go and place it on the feet of Sandesar because it belongs to Sandesar. That history is documented as part of the third verse over here. You look at this, the first line here, the first statement talks about because of the rain, in need of rain and also in need of stopping the rain, Eyarkon Kalikamar gave 12 vales of land, which as I was mentioning earlier, one vale of land is equal almost 6 acres, 6 plus, some plus or minus, yeah, it's not minus, surely it is a plus, 6 plus acres of land. So you can imagine 6 times 12, a little bit more, that amount of land was donated to this particular temple in the need for rain as well as in the need of to stop the rain. That has been documented in the first line, and also he says Nambi Arurar documents another very important one. He says the sufferings that Eyarkon Kalikamar went through was also eradicated by Lord Shiva. Now what kind of suffering? We are talking about two here. One is physical, another one is mental. Physical suffering is, we all yesterday, in the yesterday's verse we saw Lord Shiva gave a stomach pain, and because of that the physical pain started, right? So that is number one. How about the second mental pain? The jealousy, or not jealousy, there was no jealousy, rather it was the anger that he had, Eyarkon Kalikamar had on Nambi Arurar. So that anger is basically, that's a disease as well, right? That's a mental disorder as well. So that was, so you have to imagine how much of disorders we have, mental disorders we have. The moment we say anger is a mental disorder, I think at least for me, I shouldn't be taking it in a common manner, at least in a personal manner. I think I'm already like, not even a 75% mentally affected person, I'm sure 100%. Why is because we are talking about anger is such a common thing right now in most of us. Now that is the most important one that Lord Shiva has stopped. Don't know when he's going to also save me from this anger and whatever it is. Anyways, that's, I have to again surrender myself to him, and he has to take care of it. The second and the third line beautifully talks about Sandesa Nayanar's Puranam. What happened with Sandesa Nayanar is, he was from a Brahmin family. He was taught Vedas by his own father, and looking at the way how the cows were being treated in the village, he felt more compassion towards the village, and he said, as in the cows, and he said, don't beat the cows, rather I'll take them for grazing. So, well, when they wanted to take the cows for grazing in the sun, for food and all this, he volunteered and he took the cows. And because of the love that he was showing on the cows had a lot of milk, more than what is needed. So the milk started flowing out automatically. Instead of wasting the milk, what our Nayanar did was he caught that and then he made a Shivlinga out of the white sand and he started doing Shiv Puja. Knowing this, there were some villagers who had all the ill-hearted people, right? They went and said that he's wasting the milk and he's not giving, he's just taking away all the milk from the cows, and you know, the cows are not even giving any milk and whatnot. Basically, that was a gossip, a rumor, but people started believing it. So his father, who wanted to justify about his son's action, came all the way to see what was happening. When he saw that his son was actually indeed in reality doing the Shiv Puja with milk, he got furious because he felt that he has been put down because of his son's deed. But he did not do a proper analysis, and because of that what he did was he came in a very ferocious manner and he wanted to just kick the Shivlinga over there. Immediately Sandesa Nayanar, he had a stick behind him. The stick was used for the cow, making sure that the cows are in order, right, intact. So he used that stick and he just hit his father's leg. It became a weapon and it just cut off the father's legs. Looking at this, because of the intention, because of the good intention, and it was all Shiva in mind, this action was not considered to be a sin. Rather, Lord Shiva gave him the position called as Sandesar. Sandesar is not a name, Sandesar is a position. So he was given the position of Sandesar to say, any temple, all the income and expenses, all the belongings that is going to come in, basically the assets and everything, belongs to Sandesar. That is how the history of Sandesa Nayanar goes. And Nambi Arora says, looking at this particular love that you have on Sandesar and the way how you had blessed him, I'm indeed touched, and I'm also tempted with that. So I have surrendered myself to you. Looking at how you had saved Ayarkon Kalikamar from his stomach ache as well as his anger, and also seeing how Sandesar was able to perform his puja and fully focused on that, you acknowledge that that bhakti. So I'm there, I'm here to surrender myself to you. And that is what the verse number 3 means. I'll come back again with the next verse very soon. Until then, Sivaya Nama, Tiruchitrambalam.